Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Okay, well here we go again. It's Groundhog Day at CNN. What's new, right? You know what frustrating work it is for me. Every couple of weeks, every couple of months, it's the exact same tired, played out, rehearsed, rehashed talking point or narrative. Again, they're bringing back the same psyop. You know, I question their thinking. I wonder what the thinking is behind the scenes. Oh, well, you know, it didn't work 3 months ago. Let's try it again. Maybe this time people will be dumb enough to fall for our complete nonsense, but reality check to CNN, it never works. But yeah, here we are, covering the exact same talking point they tried so hard to astroturf back at the start of Donald Trump's term. Remember, Donald Trump came in with some high-flying numbers, his first official honeymoon term, and before things even started rolling, before the president could even sit down at his desk in the Oval Office, the mainstream media was going on and on about Trump voter regret. It was supposedly the biggest phenomenon ever. Such a big phenomenon that they literally couldn't find a single frickin' person, unless it was a clear partisan paid Democrat shill to push their nonsense, pretending to be a disgruntled Trump voter. And look, I'm not here to say that the phenomenon itself doesn't exist at all. I mean, pretty much anything you could think of exists in some shape or form, but it certainly never existed to the degree that they implied. And well, once again, they're beating a dead horse, or I guess trying to resurrect a damn dead horse. Here we go again. CNN tries to convince us that everybody hates Trump. And well, Scott Jennings wasn't exactly having it. He slapped back so freaking hard that he almost set one of the CNN leftoid analysts straight to the psychiatrist. Ooh, trust me, it was glorious. It was good. Let me show you guys exactly what happened here. And then, of course, let's have a conversation about the actual context and content. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so let's go ahead and take a look at this interaction.
Donald Trump completely controls the entire GOP, and the only example I can give that equates to it is like a rogue cult leader coming into a church and taking it over. He's brainwashed him, and you don't have to look any further than the zombie-esque reaction to even the last few weeks. I mean, Doge has imploded. He's made promises, yet the base doesn't hold him accountable for it. We've spent trillions of dollars in debt that he promised that we wouldn't. We still have wars in Ukraine raging, and he's taken the sides of Vladimir Putin until the last few hours. This is not the Republican Party that I grew up in, and I don't think it's ever coming back. I think it's gone. I think it's gone for good. They're in the ditch, and they just don't know it yet.
How are we in the ditch? We won the national popular vote last November. We won a crushing victory in the Electoral College. We won majorities in the House and the Senate. We just passed the big, beautiful bill. Peace is breaking out in the Middle East. Peace is breaking out on the African continent. Gas prices are lower than they've been in 4 years. Taxes are going to be low. Egg prices are down 69%. The southern border is secure. Jeff, these are things Republicans have believed in for a very long time.
But Scott, you're suggesting that he's the same old Republican as everybody else. But I think that Jillian is perhaps proof that that's not the case.
His attitude and his ability to get things done, his spirit, the way he fights the left, the way he fights for free speech in Western civilization, and the way he's open to coalition building and building non-traditional alliances is a key political talent.
Holy freaking moly. I mean, really makes your brain hurt in a way. The fact that these are expert political commentators and analysts. I mean, what a bunch of clueless wet rags. It's just so, frankly, pathetic to see people making this argument when, obviously, Donald Trump is the most dominant political figure in America today, period. Despite the turmoil, despite the bumps in the road, you know, even despite this Epstein thing and the other disappointments, he's still by far the best president in the modern age, and it's not even funny. And he continues to lead the pack, but these people tell you it's freaking over. A bunch of smug liberals and fake Republicans running an obvious psyop. Jeff Duncan coming in, you know, Mr. Integrity, to warn America about the dangers of Trumpism. He tells us that Donald Trump is destroying the GOP. It's over. The party's already in the ditches. 2026, a foregone conclusion. 2028, right back on the radical path towards socialism. But how can you possibly argue that Donald Trump is destroying the GOP when he practically rebuilt it from the ashes? I mean, let's be real. Hollywood, Barack Obama, the leftist media, from 2008 to 2016, they were on the path towards destroying the GOP as we know it. To be honest, without Donald Trump, we probably would have had Hillary Clinton for 2 terms straight. In other words, Donald Trump saved these people's behinds. He saved the entire party from utter collapse and having to rebuild for probably a decade. decade or two, and this is the thanks he gets? As if he's the problem? What a complete clown show. Oh, he's destroyed our party. He just won the presidency by winning the popular vote, then turned around, delivered the House, the Senate, and he did all of it despite the rigged media ecosystem. His approval ratings for a Republican in the modern divisive political age are absolutely through the frickin' roof, but somehow this is the guy that's tanking the party. Oh, just listen to the experts at CNN. They know. Then comes the next part, probably the most ridiculous part, an appeal to Bill Kristol.
I can remember sitting at a meeting leading up to this election. I've got Bill Kristol sitting here. I've got, former friends, conservatives from across the aisle. We were all aligned in how do we defeat Trump. It was a meeting.
How'd it work out?
You know what, Scott?
Bill Kristol. Really? First of all, Bill Kristol hasn't been relevant in more than 2 decades, and nowadays he's about as Republican as Rachel frickin' Maddow at this point. But this is the great conservative, the Republican, that these CNN analysts are relying on to come to these insane conclusions. And while obviously it's by design, it's always the same thing, right? The same, quote, Republicans CNN's always turning to. Bill Kristol, John Kasich, Jeff Duncan, Adam Kinzinger, the list goes on. A whole list of irrelevant losers the base completely rejected years ago. But CNN will tell you that these people are standing on principle. What they're doing is just so courageous. Standing up to the orange man. But what a complete misrepresentation. What they're doing is not courageous. It's shallow and cowardly. Again, they're not standing on principle. They're selling their souls for MSNBC and CNN panel jobs. Or potentially a book deal. Maybe running a think tank. That's all it is. Political cowardice dressed up as integrity, strength, courage. Ooh, Adam Kinzinger, what an impressively courageous man, said literally nobody ever. And obviously Jeff Duncan, this guy, well, him and Adam Kinzinger, they're 2 peas in a pod. Real 2 peas in a pod. He's trying to do the exact same grift because obviously no one paid attention to this complete dull bar of soap ever in his entire life because he's got the freaking charisma of an empty Gatorade bottle. And yes, there's literally an empty Gatorade bottle in front of me, and that's why I said that, but perfect analogy, absolutely perfect. But yeah, he's obviously got nothing going on, and so he's just doing the grift, the Kinzinger grift. He's auditioning for that CNN slot, or a fat check from a think tank that's pushing the next neocon war. Well, unfortunately for Jeff Duncan and the rest of these clowns, regardless of however many times they try to convince us that this is what's happening, the truth is, Donald Trump is not destroying the GOP, or rather, the MAGA-based GOP is not falling apart. No, the neocon wing of the party is what's falling apart, frankly. At this point, if I was a medical professional, I'd declare the body dead, deceased, organs are shutting down, it's absolutely over. Mike Pence, Liz Cheney, the Bushes, and all their pathetic little minions that they mobilize to hit us with these brain rot narratives, well, it's all done. It's done and they know it. They're just, struggling to come to terms. But if you Bush-type Republicans want to heal, you gotta accept reality. What can I say? Wake up, smell the frickin' coffee. Donald Trump is your father, whether you like it or not. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys, just again with this pathetic little narrative. Just thought I'd whack it out of the sky like a damn mosquito. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.